Chances are your current lead conversion strategy is failing you and you don't even realize it. How many leads do you think you need for explosive business growth? What if I told you the answer wasn't more leads? Most businesses are getting this calculation completely wrong and it's costing them big time. Hi, I'm Quentin Martinez and today I'm going to show you something that most businesses completely overlook. It's not just about getting more leads. It's about turning those leads into loyal customers. In this video, we're breaking down the exact framework and formulas you can use to optimize both lead generation and your conversion rates, so you stop wasting money and start seeing real results. About 1.5 years into my entrepreneurship journey, I realized something pretty big. While I was talking to a lot of people, most of them didn't fit the ideal client profile, and making progress was extremely slow. It was like I was going through tons of conversations with very little payoff. At first, I thought of it as practice, but at some point I just had practiced enough. Something major had to change, and that's when I realized it wasn't how many leads I had. It was about how well I was talking to the right people and converting them. And that's where quality over quantity really started to sink in for me. Here's the mistake most businesses make. They spend thousands feeding leads into their sales funnel only to see a minimal return. Leads go in, but conversions never really materialize, or they're painfully low. Without a solid conversion strategy, you'll always be running after more leads, wasting both your time and your budget. In fact, your lead generation strategy can have all the volume in the world, but it's your conversion rate that determines real sales and revenue. Let me introduce you to a system I've developed learning the hard way and optimizing our results step by step. It's more than just increasing traffic. It's about connecting with the right leads, turning them into opportunities, nurturing them, and finally converting them into sales. This is my 6-step framework for lead generation and conversion optimization. First, it all begins with selecting the right target group. Now, this isn't always done on a company level. Instead, I've learned it's tied to a specific product or service. You have to think about what problems your product solves and then narrow down the ideal customer for each product or service. After that, you have messaging. And here's what's important. The same target group might respond to different messages. So don't lock yourself into one message for an entire group. I want you to experiment, pivot, and test multiple messages to see which connects best, and from there, pick where you're going to advertise. The platform matters, of course. It depends on where your audience lives. Are they on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Google? Choose strategically and tailor your campaign according to where your ideal clients are already spending their time. This is where I really started seeing things turn around, knowing how many people I needed to reach right from the beginning of my campaign to hit my end sales goal. And here's how you can reverse engineer your desired results using real numbers. Once you've selected your ad platform, you want to focus on capturing the leads. This step often involves using a lead magnet as an offer you present to your target group. I want you to think of things like freebies, resources, and consultations. Anything that gets people into your system. For example, our campaigns shifted from just collecting tons of random leads to offering a lead magnet tightly aligned with our highest value product. Once we narrowed it down, the next step was about adjusting the system around it. After capturing leads, it's time to nurture them. This typically happens through email marketing campaigns, though as lead scores increase, you might move on to more personalized forms of nurturing, such as phone calls or a customized offer. This was critical for me, realizing that not every lead is ready for a sales call right away. But if I nurture them over time, the right ones will convert when they're ready. And finally, we get to conversion. Giving prospects that final push is where you close that sale, whether it's through a special offer, a follow-up, or getting on a call at the right time. You need a strong conversion strategy in place to increase your revenue. So now you've gone through the 6 steps. Let's talk about how you calculate the exact number of leads you need and how much you need to spend to hit your revenue targets. I want you to imagine that your goal is to make $150,000 this quarter. The first step is to divide that goal by your average sale value. Let's say it's $1,000 per sale. So you need 150 customers. Now, if your conversion rate is 5%, meaning you convert 5 leads into customers for every 100 leads that come in, you're going to need to reach 3,000 leads in order to get your desired 150 customers. But it doesn't stop there. If you know your click-through rate, your CTR, let's say it's 2% for the ads you're running, you can quickly calculate how much you should spend. If you need 3,000 leads with a CTR of 2%, you're going to need your ads to be shown to approximately 150,000 targets. This way, you can predict how much you need to spend on advertising based on your desired revenue target, making marketing feel almost like a money printing machine, up to a point, of course. Hey, quick insertion here. I made a small mistake. When I mentioned click-through rate, I should have used your ad impression to lead conversion rate, essentially. How many people see your ad and end up becoming a lead. This process has been game-changing for my business because I know exactly how to measure the return on investment across all these steps. But it's not just about getting more leads. Quality leads are everything, but identifying what a quality lead means for your business, that takes time. You can use industry benchmarks as a starting point, but it's the data you gather from real campaigns that will give you solid insights to improve on. I learned this firsthand after running multiple exploratory campaigns that showed me exactly which leads were most likely to convert. For me, once I stopped focusing solely on running after leads and started creating targeted strategies for conversion optimization, we saw a massive lift in sales and a more predictable marketing ROI. If converting leads has been a struggle and you want more tips on how to turn high quality prospects into loyal customers, I want you to check out the video linked here. It's about how to easily generate effective leads, and I guarantee it will help sharpen your existing strategy. And if you're interested in practical step-by-step tips for scaling your business, check out this video right here on business strategies. That takes this conversation even further.